Are you okay? Can you walk? Oh, your leg is stuck. Oh. Okay, hang on. There's no time to waste. Come on. Hang in there. We're almost out. I promise. Hey. You're safe now. Hey, don't pass out. No. Come on, wake up. Wake. Stay awake. Oh, hey. I'm glad to see you're finally awake. I must say, you passed out rather quickly. But I guess it was because you were in that building longer than me. Oh, what's wrong? Oh yes, that's right. I haven't introduced myself properly. My name is Lucien. I was the guy that saved you from that burning building. I can assure you don't need to be afraid. Here, I brought you some water. I'd guess that you'd be kind of thirsty after everything that happened. You'd better drink up. I don't want you to get a humongous headache because you're dehydrated. Tell me something. What's your name? I've already introduced myself. So why not give me a name so I don't just call you girl or something? A beautiful and fitting name. For a beautiful woman, too. Where are you now? Well, I was afraid you might have hurt yourself badly after the fire since you couldn't walk. So I brought you back to my place so I could check up on your leg, considering that your place is burned down. Huh? Well, I didn't want to bother the hospital if it wasn't some serious injury, so I looked on the injury and patched it up myself. I have some experience with small injuries. I didn't really mind. Don't worry about that. I just want to make sure that the injury doesn't heal in the wrong way, so that's why it is patched up so you can't move your ankle that much. But you should get some rest now, before you start to move. I don't want you to get an ugly scar on your leg because you start to move around too early. You're very welcome. I'm just starting to do my job. Why would you want to borrow a phone? So, you want to call your friends? But that isn't really necessary, my dear. You don't have to call them to pick you up. I don't mind if you'll rest and recover in my home, here. You can take as much time as you need to recover. Besides, if you start to move now, you might get some complications with the healing process. So I would absolutely not recommend it. Oh, don't be silly. You're not a bother for me. Besides, I don't mind having visitors here. I'll get you what you need so the recovery goes as smoothly as possible. Food, water, entertainment, whatever you need. So don't worry. Yes, I can understand that. But do you think your friends have the opportunity to give you a place to stay while you recover? And even so, when you've recovered, where are you going to go then? Your place burned down, and you don't have any of your belongings anymore. I can assure you that it's not a bother from me if you want to stay and settle things before you get back out there again. Work? Your job? Don't worry. I'll call them and tell them that you need time to recover after everything that happened. I'm sure they'll understand. Really, it's not necessary. You don't have to call them yourself. I just want to make sure that you recover, both physically, mentally, emotionally. After all, you were trapped in a burning building. I'm sure you need some time off work to settle your mind. So you're not going to give up on that, are you? Well, unfortunately for you, I can't let you do that. Well, to make it short, it will blow my cover if you call anyone, since you were reported as dead. Why? Because I was the one who wrote that report. I can't let people know that you're alive after I've made that report. Now can I? To put it simple, my dear, how could I get you all for myself. If you are gonna live your life like I don't exist, don't you even think about it. Don't you even think about it. I've planned this for way too long. I'm not going to let you ruin this for me. My dear, I'm not going to let you go. Not after everything I've done to make sure that you're here with me. There's no point in screaming, my dear. We're far away from civilization, and no one will hear your attempt to scream. It's only you and me. Now, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, and I expect you don't try to do anything stupid. Have I made myself clear? Good girl. Now, as I was saying, I've planned this for far too long, and I couldn't wait any longer. Well, to put it simply, my dear, I've been watching you for quite a while now. Learned your routine. I know where you work, where you live, or lived, and even where you get your morning coffee. I know everything about you, and I've wanted you all to myself. But that couldn't be a reality when you had the life you had. All of your friends and family, they would definitely try to find you if you just disappeared. So I made a plan to make sure that no one would ever find you. Haven't you been thinking about how that fire started, my dear? Yes, I started the fire. I couldn't care less about the others in that building, because within me there's a raging inferno. Because within me, there's a raging inferno. The most important thing was to get you out of there, get you in my car, and finish the job to put out the fire with the others. Yes, I'm a firefighter, and I had to finish the job. I just had to make sure that no one would figure out that I took you. Why? Isn't it obvious, my dear? I've wanted you all to myself. When I saw you the first time, while I was on a patrol, I just knew that I had to have you, no matter what. So I followed you home that day, and made sure that I would figure out a way to get you all to myself. Oh, I can see it starting to slowly kick in. Hasn't someone told you shouldn't take an offering from a stranger? Let's just say that I put something in that water you so eagerly drank up. Now, let me help you get back in a good position. Now, when you wake up, you don't have to worry about anything. I'm going to make sure that you have everything you need. Sweet dreams, my dear. When you wake up, we are gonna have to catch up on a lot of things together.